Oh, bleep. What the bleep? Sorry guys, this is how dedicated I am to you guys. I am back in Miami. Actually, to do the closing of my house, I sold it. And I don't have my computer, I don't have internet, I don't have anything obviously but my old Cobalt here, back here in Miami, so. And I'm at a public library, editing the video you're about to watch on a public computer. And I realized I don't have my intro, because it's saved on my computer back in New England. So there you go, there's a new intro, enjoy the video. What's going on guys, Big Al's Bike and Auto coming at you. I got my buddy George here, who was a subscriber, believe it or not, and we happened to link up. We both live in New Hampshire, and you'll see in a video to come soon that George bought a car of mine, and I bought a car of his, which is interesting. And here we are the next day at the auction. We've got our eye on a few cars here, so stay tuned. Let's see what happens.
2000 on Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme, 83,000 original factory miles. 12
George, what sound to you? Is there a coolant reservoir?
$225. How's that sound?
200?
No, I got junk on that. It's gotta be 2
225. 2 and a quarter.
225?
225, 250.
You're out.
So, 225 with 80,000 miles.
Oh my God, it is.
950.
I can't get over the shine. They painted these things on crap. This thing was garage.
Green light. You'll need to take the numbers on the office. Short 20. Short 20. Please don't walk between the vehicles. 100 Ford DX, 150 miles.
Yeah, the undercarriages are alright. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
ABS check engine traction light.
Oh, this Cavalier?
800.
7 the miles.
600. 500.
Oh my God, 256.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
I know.
Miles on this side. 800. 7, 600. 500. 300.
How's the dash? It's okay.
325.
It's misfiring.
I got 350.
Some grandma touch-up from the store.
350. Come on, 350. Yep. Cadillac. The bill, 99,000 miles, 99,000 miles. You don't know. Great car.
Come on! This car is beautiful.
Right here.
Is his phone service?
The brakes, service engineer. Hey! Nice try.
You know me. Got a lot of grandma touch up on it, man. I don't know. I bought cleaner ones than that for cheap.
What's the line?
Yeah, I'll be back next week. That's all. No, he's rolling. She's rusty, but I want her for the parts. Look at the wheel well. There is none. 92. Yeah, it's a parts car.
You can sell the interior.
It's a parts car.
1996 Roadmaster with 90,000 original miles.
It's the best car for the driving that you ever have.
Original miles. Yeah, when everybody gets a third seat, and then they all see what they get. I don't know what I
Just came in. Came in from Minnesota.
Edition. Yeah, Rotten Edition. It's too bad.
I mean, only seen one acorn song.
My friend, the only problem with it is it's so rusty underneath. Look at this.
Oh yeah, I can see you.
It's too rotty. $200. It's all rotted out. But I keep doing this every week, so I get it for $200. It's too rusty. $200. It's rotted. $225.
$300.
2,000.
I got Murray's at 200, 225, 250, 235, 250, 275, 300, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a half, 375, 375. Yes or no? 350,
You could have that one. There's some good scrap value in that. Murray can take it. You know the engine's worth good money. I just don't want to deal with it. That's what you do.
$200.
Look at this van. This thing is so bad. Wait till you see the Ford behind it. Sure wouldn't know it.
Airbag didn't even pop in that car.
Really? And those things didn't need it. Actually, it was just as smashed up as that. They wasn't through last week. It wasn't doing Take a look underneath. There's a big rock.
114 miles.
Or see over here? Oh yeah. So it's shot. Yeah, it is shot. You don't think it's worth bidding on, probably, right?
Not unless you want to pay somebody to weld it up.
No, I don't. That's why it's here for a reason. I didn't see that last time. All right, so we're here with George and his new Cadillac. What's that?
Seat's moving.
That's good. So we got juice.
Somebody liked to ride low when they drove.
Oh man, what the heck? Were they sleeping in it? Okay, so somebody was living in it. So he bought this from the same auction except on the online side. He bought it online this morning. Woo! Got lucky. He bought this in the online auction. Now George is an expert with North Star engines, so he's not afraid of head bolt issues. He knows these engines well, how to work on them. What's that?
Got heated and cooled seats.
Oh yeah, this one's loaded to the gills.
No lights.
Beautiful. 99,000 miles. Sounds very good. No misfire.
Yeah.
So I actually just bought George's dad's DeVille with 208,000 miles that George's been maintaining for years, taking really good care of it. It has a new engine as of recent, and the transmission solenoid has been sorted out. So the two big Cadillac North Star issues have been sorted, and here he is buying another one already. And George bought the Saturn Aura. You guys might be saying, gee, some friend you are selling that car. Well, remember, I sorted out all the mechanical issues in that vehicle from the time I've owned it, and it's been working very well as of late. And George's father wanted an economical GM vehicle, and we just happened to link up on Facebook. He saw the car for sale on Facebook Marketplace and knew it was mine from the videos as a subscriber. Said he wanted to buy it, and we ended up working out a deal where part of the purchase price included his father's DeVille. The DeVille needs an alternator, which I'm going to make George do. He doesn't know that yet. And yeah, but it runs really well. When it's not losing juice, obviously you can't run it too long. But this car so far seems excellent. And George got it for a very good price, especially how clean it is. It's got 4 new Michelins all around. This was Grandma or Grandpa's DeVille. There's no question about that. I'm pretty jealous of this thing, I'm not gonna lie. But the one they sold me is just as pretty. Just a few more miles on her, but you know I like them with high miles. They're broken in. So, nice vehicle. It's even still inspected. The chrome wheels look beautiful. I'm very happy for them. And we're gonna see how she does leaving here. Just gonna check the. Yeah, you should check the fluids real quick. I didn't even think of that. While I'm out here with all of them. What does it say?
It doesn't say low oil though.
That's good.
It's pretty good under here.
Yeah, looks like there's coolant in the surge tank. It's cold enough you could probably still pull it off and check if you wanted to. How's it look?
It's orange.
Deck's cool. Yeah. Are you good on the level?
Yeah. Well, it was a little dirty, but I've seen worse.
What do you think? I think my Escalade and this DeVille make a nice pair. As do my new DeVille at home in the Escalade. This is the North Star, the 2004 and up North Star, which had, well, GM claims they fixed the head bolt design. I've certainly seen cases where there was still a blown head gasket, but a lot less failure rate on this engine than the earlier ones, which is in my car. But again, that engine's been replaced. So, a lot safer of a purchase. Like I said, these guys know what they're doing with these cars. And when you get it at a price like this for a car this beautiful, you got nothing to lose.
99,000 miles.
Your struts look excellent. Look at the mounts, nice and clean. And the bushings are good. This was a well-maintained car. And it's still inspected through March, so you know this was being driven not too long ago. It's not like it's been sitting and it's gonna have all sorts of issues from that. The paint's in beautiful shape. The video doesn't do it any justice. Beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful car. And they usually rust back here, and you can see nice and clean. I think you did really good on this one. Any bodies in the trunk? What do you guys think of that trunk? Could have a party back here. Wow. Nice and clean. Man, this car is spotless.
Yeah.
Spotless. You don't even have to detail it.
Got a good feeling about it.
Well, you'll have to keep me posted on your drive back. Are you gonna drive to my house and get your... No way. Are you gonna drive to my house and get your Jeep, or just take this straight to your dad?
I'm gonna take this home.
Okay. Smart. All right, guys, that's it. We see you more, George, I'm sure. What a small world to meet him, and turns out we have a lot of mutual friends. We went to the same schools many years ago. We were in the same school at the same time, just never met. So he'll be in a lot more videos, I'm sure, right, George?
Oh yeah.
And he had a good time here at the auction today. You guys saw I bought that little Cutlass sedan, passed on a few other ones. The Roadmaster would have been a great buy for a part out, just not something I have time for. All right, guys, so just to touch on a couple of questions you may have from watching the video, I also forgot to mention the Peugeot, the 505 turbo diesel that you were all begging me to bid on in the previous video, and I wanted to bid on it last time. It wouldn't go lower than, well, excuse me, I was going to bid on it last time. It wouldn't go lower than 500. I wanted to at least start around 200. Again, you never want to pay more than you have to. You let those guys go as low as they'll go before they just roll the car through. Let them drop down to about $200-300, then you start bidding. But the Peugeot, I looked underneath it with George, and we noticed this time, and I'm sure as how glad I didn't buy it last time, there is a lot of rot. And I'm talking big holes of rot in the, I don't know, I'm assuming that's a unibody car, in the unibody frame rails on that car. It is like a banana, it's like a rotten banana down there. It is bad. So looks real good on the outside, but it's deceiving. That car is rotted out, and of course it's fixable. For someone who's a Peugeot enthusiast, definitely a car worth fixing. It's just not me. I appreciate the car because it's from the 80s. You know, I love everything from the 80s and the 90s, but I'm not a big diesel guy. I don't know anything about them really. I don't know anything about Peugeots, and you put those two together, just not the right car for me. So it didn't sell again. It just rolled through. I don't think it sold. No, it didn't sell. It ran through again. It'll be back through the auction another time. The Roadmaster is unfortunate. I did want to buy that car, but that thing is so rusted. And again, it has part value. I could have parted it out, probably made some good money on it, but I don't have the time for that. You know, when I buy cars to flip, I like to do a couple minor quick things on them and turn them over. I don't have time to be pulling engines, pulling transmissions. The doors come out easy, the interior comes out easy. I'm probably gonna make my money back in those alone. But I just don't need the thing sitting around my yard. I'm not trying to have my house look like a junkyard like I did in Miami. Don't need that rotted out Roadmaster sitting there in 1,000 pieces. So the junk man got it. He goes to that auction. He's been going there for years, as long as I have. He got the car. It's going to go to a junkyard. It's going to get parted out there. And some Roadmaster guy will get the parts for a bargain. So in the end, it's either way, is going to donate to another Roadmaster. That car is not fixable. It's just as rotted out underneath as that Peugeot, even worse. So it's a shame, but I can't buy everything just because we like it, right? You got to draw the line somewhere. And the Cutlass, I had no intentions of buying that old Cutlass, not because I don't like it, but because I assumed it was going to be a ship box. And to my surprise, when I looked at it when we got there, the undercarriage is spotless. That is a Florida car. It has a Florida dealership sticker on the back. I looked underneath, it was spotless. The engine was running well. Coolant was full, no smoking, no weird shit going on with that thing. And I got it for $225. The junk man bid $200, and I was not letting that car go to the scrapyard. No way in hell. And lastly, the Cadillac DeVille, the 1990 with the 4.5. It wasn't as nice as it looked in the pictures. It had a lot of amateur body work done on it, which again isn't a big deal. Still a nice car. You know, it was running really bad. I had a misfire. Check engine light was on. You could hear it missing. And those engines, because they're OBD1, can be an absolute nightmare to trace down it. You think, oh, misfire, plugs and wires. Maybe so, but trust me, I have that exact same car in Miami. And I spent months trying to trace down a misfire in that car, changing everything, still having problems. I was only willing to pay a certain amount, and you can see the bid went up to 3 something. I don't think they even sold it. I think they rolled it through. So could always go again at it next time and probably grab it for $200, and I'd be happy. So anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the next one.